Hey Matt, this is a review of your latest video, and I'll give you some tips that you can use to improve future content. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, first advice, don't do intros. Just don't do intros. People don't watch intros on YouTube. Just jump right into your content. And the first thing you want to do is well, we're going to see what you say here first thing, but I'll pause it at that point, but skip the intro. It's just doesn't work. Studies show, I've seen stats where if there's an intro, viewership just drops. So improve your chances of capturing your audience's attention. Skip the intro, drop right into the content.
Big shout out to the big 3-3 Aaron Jones, professional football player. Right behind me,
All right, so I'm not sure what your goal is with these videos. It looks like you have a series of these. I'm going to go to your account here. Let's go together. And let's find out here. So you've got some of these, Matt and Kev, you got a lot of, so just traveling. Maybe I'll understand your goal at the end. It looks like a vlog, like a travel vlog. In that case, pretty cool. I like at least this part here. Welcome to El Paso, Texas, and you show a bunch of stuff. Give this text though a little bit. If you put text on screen, avoid putting it over complex images. This is hard to read. So you could split screen this, have this show up, and then split it down the middle and have this go on one side and the image kind of shrinks to the other side or shifts over to the other side. Or you could just change the color, add a green, or whatever color, your red from Supreme Blender, add a red background over the top so it's and still transparency. There's a lot of different ways to do that. That's a graphic design thing. But I like the pacing. It goes quickly. You're showing different things, but I would actually move some of these a little bit faster. My intuition just tells me you could get away with a lot more faster clip. This shot isn't terribly interesting to me. But I mean, if you make it go fast right now with this 1, 2, there, this is like a 5+ second shot. You definitely don't need to see 5+ seconds of a train on the railroad. So that's just how making sure the pacing is faster. So faster pacing is important, especially if the meat of your content, it looks like this is what you really want people to understand, right? So you're showing off the town, the city, and then you're jumping into your content. So let's take a look here.
the big 3-3 Aaron Jones, professional football player. Right behind me, we are at the Sun Bowl, which is where he played college football for the UTEP Miners. He is the best running back in the world. Put some respect on it.
All right, we got your famous Matt Tudeberg sense of humor, but it is confusing. I don't know why the hat showed up there. I don't know the hat doesn't enhance the message. So whenever you do a video and you're trying to make a point, make sure the graphics enhance the message. They don't distract from the message. And I don't know why you're mentioning him, unless, again, this is a vlog. You're not a football channel, so I'm confused why you're talking about football. Let's keep going. Maybe it'll be answered.
Which is where he played college football for the UTEP Miners. He is the best running back in the world. Put some respect on it.
So this looks like a vlog with your contact information at the end, which is fine. And I'm not a vlogger. I've never done it. But my feedback on this is that, I mean, if it's just a vlog and it's for your fun, a vlog isn't going to get you business. It's just going to be for your fun. So I guess in that sense, the pacing is fine. It's a slower paced video. You're just showing where you're going. I'm curious. There isn't really an angle on this video, though, as a vlog. Like, what was your experience in El Paso? If it's a vlog, which is like usually like, what's your experience? What's a takeaway? There's no takeaways. There's no experience. What's Matt's experience? You don't have a sharp opinion or any kind of an opinion. You're just kind of showing the city, and you're sharing a random fact about a football player with a distracting sombrero hat, and then your contact information about, oh, you know, by the way, Matt's an MLS loan, you know, your loan officer. So give me an angle, give me something to chew on. Why are you sharing this? What did you learn? I mean, you shared a little bit of what you learned, but like, what's your impression of the city? So that's it for you as a vlog. Let's go to something where you're actually sharing information. And your tent home was one you shared from like a year ago. And I watched this already, so let's review it here briefly. So first of all, this is a sketch video, and you're on the right track. Sketch videos are designed to get attention and keep attention. You can keep them short, about a minute, and this video definitely could be simplified. I'm not going to jump into the uber details of it, but you definitely need to work on the pacing. These shots are just way too long. So, you know, you want each shot to be roughly 3 seconds long. So fast, right? That's like, well, that's not very long. And this shot itself is already 21 seconds long. So keep the pace, cut everything that isn't essential to just making the humorous bits happen. 3 seconds long. And so you could definitely shorten this up. You can see where if every shot's 3 seconds long, it goes from 5 minutes down to a minute. You also want to work on the audio with this, that you can hear the wind right there in the beginning. That's a very distracting piece of this video. It's going to prevent a lot of people from wanting to even listen. Audio is actually the single most important part of what makes a video successful. Counterintuitively, it's not the video. It's not the video quality. It's the audio. If your audio bugs people, they'll click away like they're eating hot tamales. And that's a bad example because some people love hot tamales. But the point is, don't neglect the importance of audio. So you want to have better quality audio. So you want to avoid windy days. I know that's easier said than done. In this case, you got a great location. I love how it was legit. Like, wow, this is a cool location. But if you got windy scenarios, you want to have him wear a lav mic with a cat. I think they're called cat's tails on it. That's that fuzzy thing. It cuts down on the wind noise. So it looks like this mic with cat's tail. I think they're called cat tail. It's called a dead cat. So it's this fuzzy thing. The dead cat is what goes over the microphone to protect against some of that wind noise. And the bigger the dead cat, the more protection it offers. But at the end of the day, you can't get rid of all wind noise if it's too windy. So faster pacing, watch your audio. And also, it's just better, richer quality audio if you can get one of those lav mics. I have one I bought from Amazon. I can drop you the link after this. When I send you the message, I'll send you the link as well. And then you've got these, scene. Okay, it starts with he doesn't have a house. Okay, well, he could have been working on this 4 years ago. And, you've got this back and forth play between your advice. And he's like, I don't care about that. I'm just going to eat tacos. You could literally shorten that scene to your quick advice, and then he says, I don't care about that. I just want to eat tacos. What is that? A scene that's 5 seconds long, 10 seconds long. And this is confusing, this interaction. A good editor would help you figure this out. So you want to have he's heard your advice. Like he's going to go eat a taco. He's just like having fun. He goes to eat a taco and then maybe pause. And then your little thought bubble, boop, 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 comes up and you say, hey, now's a great time to own a home. And he goes, I don't care about that. And he swipes it away. I don't care about that. Just want to eat tacos. Okay, 2019. Then cut to 2020. And we got the scene here is not clear. He's just making music. But maybe it's like, the point is here, I just bought all this cool equipment for my music. I love it. And then your advice comes up, maybe should be about, now's a great time to set aside money for a home. And he swipes it away and he says, I don't care about that. I'm making amazing music. And then 2021 comes along and it's a similar story. I would change the location because it looks exactly like the first one. So make another one. I don't care about that. I just want to eat as many hot dogs as I can. Whatever. And so then we cut back to the original scene. By the way, I really like the story narrative you're using. You're starting with the end in mind. A lot of good movies will do that. Like a cut, like you start with the end. How did we get here? And then you're giving context. So this gets a bit too long and we're missing kind of the point. The point of this is that he missed his opportunity. And we're getting into the weeds here about his home And we're trying to be humorous about all the different, the different people enter the scene. The point is he missed his opportunity about the home. So you really got to keep your humorous points super, super focused to get to keep people's attentions and to make your point. So after those 3 points, the different ages, I might actually add another one here if you want to keep it going. Like you got 2021, 2020 is now, and literally could just be, wow, I guess I wish I would have saved that money because now I'm living, this is my home, and then done, and then cut to your bit where you talk about right here. You talk about,
but are concerned about timing.
If you're concerned about timing, blah, 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 blah. And I would definitely wear something a little more professional because you're trying to establish yourself as an authority in this space. If you want somebody to give you a ton of money, which I would argue a home is the most money anyone will ever give anyone, you definitely want to have the same outfit, the same professional look in every video, so that you can earn people's trust. Because you're just wearing, you're wearing a hat, you've got your t-shirt and your shorts. I would wear the same professional outfit every time. An example of that, I do this in my business. Now, I don't need to do, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, and you know me already. I don't need to do this. But if I were working with a potential client that just saw my content, and maybe it's someone of like especially a generation above me or two, Generation X or baby boomer, I would want to make sure I wear nicer clothes, not a sweatshirt. And my go-to outfit is something like this, where I wear a green t-shirt. I wear a green t-shirt and a dark blue blazer, right? And so you're going to see that a lot. Now, in a lot of my shots on LinkedIn, I actually just wear this now. This is my look. It's a little more informal. I can get away with this because I'm not selling a $300,000 deal to somebody. I'm selling them, a $1,200 a month deal or whatever the deal may be to help them create video content. So the standard of professionalism is a little bit lower. I can get away with having that red t-shirt look, but the trick is I do have a consistent look. So I have a green background in all of my headshots everywhere I am online. And certain types of videos, I like to have a similar look. Although as I say that, I actually don't have a similar look in a lot of my videos. I'll have different t-shirts, but it would benefit you in your case to have the same look every time when you do these video sketches. And I'm just speaking from experience. So in your case, you've got this dark blazer and this tie in this red shirt. You don't have to have a tie. It doesn't have to be all the way up tie level, but it does have to be like blazer over a t-shirt level. I think you can get away with that. So that's a little bit of personal branding coaching for you. And so that's how your vlog, I was a little confused by that, how it ties into your business, some tips there. This is your sketch video. And then overall, there isn't a video that go back. There isn't a type of video that you do that is close to what we do other than maybe these guys. Let's check this out. Again, get rid of the intro.
Congratulations, educators. School is out for the summer.
Now it's time for a break and a much-needed rest.
We know how busy it is during the school year and how there's a tendency to push big life decisions.
So I'm confused why this video is for educators and who it's for and where this video is going to be promoted. Is it designed to be on YouTube only, or do you put this in an email? A little confused. Now, here's advice. I can see you have a script because you guys are both looking down at this. So record your lines one at a time. You can both be here. That's fine. But record your lines. So look down at the script. If you want to use the script, I don't recommend it, but I recommend points instead. Like here's point 1, point 2, point 3. Here's the intro, point 1, point 2, point 3. Here's the closing statement. Because that way you're more natural when you deliver your lines. Otherwise, you come across as really wooden. There's a reason why professional actors are paid the big bucks. You've probably recognized that from doing your videos. It's hard to memorize scripts and deliver them naturally, right? So instead of doing scripts and having your co-hosts do scripts, make a point of having your 3 little points. You can even have in front of you in a little notebook like this, and then you go down. You look down. What's your hook? hey, here are 3 reasons, maybe your hook is like 3 reasons why you can't ignore the housing market as an educator, or 3 tips for educators how you can afford housing, whatever that value is you're giving. You look down, look at and then deliver your line, stop, look down, what's your next point? And then you take that video and you cut those and you put all those lines together into a fast-paced video. If you deliver your whole video as one big old speech, you're going to run into these issues where you're both like kind of awkwardly waiting for the other person to be done and you're looking at the script. This video comes across quite awkward, and I can see why you don't have more views. So make it less awkward, put those points together, and then look at the points and deliver. And if you have to redo the point, do it multiple times and take the best one and then put that in the final video. This I'd also be careful about the color. This is very blue. You should be able to color correct that. A professional editor like what we do would be able to color correct this, so warm it up a little bit. It's a little underlit, so I'd be careful about that. Kudos to having no window in the background backlighting you so you look like a dark blob. I can tell you've learned from experience. But this is very blue. The shades are blue. His thing is blue. Your shirt. So we want to color correct that and maybe light it up a little bit. There are some lights, some portable lights you can take with you. It looks like you travel for work all over the United States. I would recommend having a couple of lights you can position that are soft lights. These are not harsh direct lights, but they're soft lights. So like this is an example of a soft light. This kit is, you can get 2 of these suckers for $250, $300 on Amazon. They're Neewer brand. I don't know if you can read that, Neewer. And this is a soft light. When this turns on, it's not harsh. It can be adjusted. It looks harsh here, but it's actually quite soft. That means it's easier on. It lights you up much more nicely. Alternatively, face a natural light source like that window. So you could have, for example, opened up the shades, flipped the camera around, flip everyone around, and now you're looking into the light or having the light bathe you on the right side or left side, and that will make sure you're adequately lit. All right. We're almost done here, and you've got some graphics. That's always good. I love it when you have graphics you can show instead of just you talking.
Educator mortgage program for educators.
I would deliver these one at a time. So split these into 4 slides and then cover each point separately. This is too much information, and it's not too much information, but it's easy to get lost. Like each point gets lost. So flip these into individual points. And then let's see what we
$800 in real estate fees and a donation.
So you keep looking at the script, and so I'd be just careful. I can tell you're reading off script. Just have those points and deliver them one by one. And you've got your bumpers here. Okay, so this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. You've got your full screen thing there, and then you've got all your educatormortgageprogram.com. Okay. This could be improved, but I've given you the bulk of what you need to know. And that being said, this could be turned into, it's 1:10. You could shorten it down to 1 minute. And if you do things under 1 minute, you get to turn them into shorts for YouTube. The shorter, the better. Oh, I did it again. Clicked on the wrong link. Hold on. And you're kind of doing that. You're almost doing that with these. So in that case, you're going to flip to vertical video. And shorts are going to be way better for getting reach because YouTube will show it to hundreds and if not thousands of people if it's really good. So these are examples of shorts. This is a short right here, and they look like this. So here's an example of it in the wild.
Your ideal clients are often the quietest on social media. What that means is that when you create content,
So you can see it's just showing me. So I know there's 2 people in these videos. So in this case, you could have it so that you're right by each other. Camera's a little farther away. You're standing. You wouldn't want to do sitting shots, obviously, because it would be kind of awkward. You clumped in the middle and you have all this space above. But you're going to have to figure out a way to frame that. I gave you one idea, standing next to each other. Another way is you deliver your lines separately and then have you guys just deliver your lines one at a time and introduce yourselves. Like Matt, mortgage lender, and you have your point and then cut, and you've got your little, your B-roll or whatever it switches to, and then have his point, and then it has, I forget his name, Mike or whatever, real estate agent, and it has his point, and it cuts back and forth. There's ways you can do this. It gets complicated. It can be complicated when you've never done vertical video, but it's going to give you more reach if you create these as shorts versus landscape videos. hopefully that's helpful. Give you a ton of content to chew on. You're on the right path. And what I mean, like you've got this content, you're making it, you know you need to create the humorous stuff. You just need to make it shorter and improve the pacing and make it super tight in terms of what your point is. You're doing vlog stuff, which I think is really cool. I don't know how that relates to your other stuff, but maybe I'm missing something. Let me know. And then you're doing the educational content that teaches people of opportunities. Just make sure you turn it into shorts in vertical video, and that you depend on points rather than scripts, and you keep it tight and just watch your lighting a little bit, watch your sound a little bit. Again, that lav mic, I'll send you that link, will be super beneficial to improve the audio. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.